Okay, let's start seated today. Sitting on the heels. And you can just let your hands relax in your lap and feel your spine stacked. So head over neck, over shoulders, and just your natural curves in your spine. And your weight coming down into the hips and into the heels. And then just focus on your breaths. Noticing your rib cage expand as you inhale and contract as you exhale. And then let's bring fingertips to shoulders. And we'll just start to twist back and forth gently. And you can maybe think about inhaling 2 and exhaling 2. Just warming up the spine a little bit here and getting a little movement. And then maybe speeding up a little bit. And then slowing down and stop in the middle, hands down. Let's take a few more breaths here. Eyes can be opened or closed. And then let's bring the left palm to the floor and reach the right arm up and over, coming into a big stretch for the right side of the upper body. Keep the right hip glued to your heel and just aiming for a stretch. Then you might want to think about looking up towards the ceiling so that the chest is staying open. And let's come up other side, place the right palm to the floor and reach the left arm up and over. Again, keeping that left hip down and feeling for the big stretch in the left side. And looking towards the ceiling, keeping the chest forward. And let's come back up. Just place the fingertips behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and let's lift the hips. And hips down. Then let's come forward into tabletop. And we'll round the spine into cat and just hold it here, pulling your belly up towards your spine. And then slowly sitting back to the heels. Again, bringing the fingertips behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift your hips. And hips down. And bring the hands forward into tabletop. Take a deep breath in, exhale around your spine, pull your belly up towards your spine. Taking a little shallower breaths here as you hold this rounding of your back. And then coming back to neutral spine, let's extend the right leg back and lift your right leg until it's parallel to the floor. And then reach your left arm forward. And let's inhale to lift your arm and leg, coming into a back bend. On your next exhale, let's round and bring elbow to knee and hold it here for a few breaths. And now extend again, come into your back bend. Really finding length from the fingertips to the toes. On your next exhale, elbow to knee around your back. And from here, we're going to step the right foot forward, come into a low lunge, sinking into your back hip. Let's add a twist here. Right hand to the right knee, look over your right shoulder. And then if you'd like, you can reach back, grab your left foot, pull your foot in. And we're adding a quad stretch here for the left quad. Release your foot, turn to face the front, and we'll come back to tabletop. Extend your left leg back and lift, and the right arm forward. And then we'll inhale and lift arm and leg and hold this back bend, strengthening the back line of your body. On your next exhale, round your back, elbow to knee, hold here, pressing the floor away, pulling your abdomen in. And again, extend, come into your back bend, lift your arm and leg. Reach in opposite directions. On your next exhale, round your back, elbow to knee. And then we're going to step the left foot forward, coming into a low lunge. Sink down into the back hip. And then we'll add the twist, left hand to the left knee, look over your left shoulder. Nice deep conscious breaths. And an option to reach back and grab your right foot. Pull that in, feel a stretch in the right quad. And release. We'll come back to all fours. And then come into plank pose. Lift your knees, push the floor away, pull your belly in. Strong legs here, contract the quads and reach back through your heels. And we're going to come into side plank on the right hand. So turn to your left, lift your left arm. And we're going to set the right knee down. So you're welcome to stay here, or we're going to be bringing the right knee to the left elbow. So you're going to press into the foot, the sole of your left foot. Take a breath and then exhale and bring your right knee up and your left elbow down. Hold for a breath and release. Let's do it again. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. And release. One more time, take a breath. And exhale, knee to elbow. And release. And come back to plank. And let's turn to the right. Lift your right arm. Come into side plank on the other side. And then we're going to bring the left knee down. And you can stay here or in side plank, or take your inhale and exhale, left knee to left elbow. Hold here. And release. Take an inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Keep your hips lifting towards the ceiling. And release. Take a breath. Exhale, crunch. And release. And come back to plank. And we'll step to squat. So feet mat width apart. Palms together, press your knees apart with your elbows. Let your lower back relax. And then step back to plank. All right, again, turn to your left, come into side plank on the right. And this time, it's like we're coming into tree while in side plank. Place the sole of your right foot on the inside of your left calf, and we'll do this same exercise here. Let's take a breath, inhale, and then exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. One more. Inhale, open. And exhale, knee to elbow. And slowly come back to plank. Other side, coming into side plank. Lift your right arm. And again, let's place the sole of the left foot on the inside of the right calf. Take a breath. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. One more. And crunch. And come back to plank. And again, let's step forward into squat. All right, press into the feet and lift up to standing. I'm going to bring the toes to touch with a little gap between the heels. And then we're going to come into chair pose. So sit down, all your weight into your heels, arms lift up. Make sure when you look down, you can see your toes. Knees need to be back. Contract your triceps, lift your chest, pull your belly in. All right, from here, we're going to bring hands down and step the left foot back to a high lunge with hands down. So knee is lifted. Now from here, we're going to be coming up into warrior two and then windmilling to the other side of the mat into the same position. So back heel down, come up. And then we pivot to the other side and windmill arms down. And now you're facing the back of your mat in this lunge with the back knee lifted. Inhale, back heel down. Let's come back to the front of the mat. We're just going to try this, practicing this a few times. So you can go at your own pace. Inhaling as you come up and exhaling as you go down. Be careful, attention to where you're feeling the weight in your feet. Do this slowly with control. Now we're going to meet facing the front of the mat. So once you're here, plant your left palm, raise your right arm to the ceiling for a twist. And then slowly we're going to come up until arms are parallel to the floor, lifting your upper body. So you're coming up in a twist. Reverse, right fingertips to left thigh, lift your left arm up overhead. And then arms parallel, and then come down. Now let's switch to face the back of the mat. So back heel down, warrior two, and then windmill to face the back. Plant your right palm, lift your left arm. Lift your upper body, keeping that twist until arms are parallel to the floor. Reverse, left hand down, right arm stretches up and over. And then arms parallel to the floor, come down. And let's windmill back to the top of the mat. And step to chair. And stand. Find one place for your eyes to focus and take some breaths here, rolling your shoulders down your back. All right, let's sit back into chair. This time we're going to step the right foot back, back knee lifted. And from here, let's do a few more windmills. So plant the back heel, come up, pivot, face the back of the mat, and come down. So again, going at your own pace, do a few of these. Inhale up, and exhale on your way down. Going slowly with control, so you feel like you have good balance. And we'll meet facing the top of the mat. Plant the right hand, lift your left arm. Lift up, keeping that twist, and reverse. And come down. And then we're going to set the back heel down, windmill up, face the back of the mat. Plant the left palm, reach the right arm up. Lift your torso, keeping the twist, arms out. And reverse. And come down. Back heel down, windmill back to the front of the mat. And come into chair. And stand. Again, rolling the shoulders down and back. Focus one point with your eyes and breathe. Great. Let's step to the middle of the mat. And from here, we're going to bend the knees, place the hands on the floor, lift the back leg. So balancing on the left leg can be as bent as you want it. From here, let's try to place the right hand on the right hip. And keeping your gaze down, now see if you can rotate your hip out until the right hip is stacking over the left. And then rotate that hip back down to face the floor. Plant the right hand back to the floor and feet together. And let's round up. So this one is getting set up to do half moon in its fullness, just starting with the first few steps here. So let's bend the knees, hands to the floor, lift the left leg back. And then see about bringing the left hand to the left hip. And then maybe you can start to turn your hips to face out, trying to bring your left hip stacked over the right. And then let's bring that hip back down, left hand down and feet together and round up. Okay, and this time we'll try something a little different. So knees bent, bring your hands to the floor, lift your back leg. Again, let's bring the right hand to the right hip. And this time, instead of moving the hips, let's just turn your eyes to face the side wall. Turn your head to the left. And see about balancing here with your gaze on the side wall. Look back down, right hand down, feet together, and round up. Bend your knees forward, fold, hands to the floor. Let's lift the left leg. And bring your left hand to your left hip. Keeping your hips facing down, let's bring your gaze over to the left. Just getting used to holding this balance while you have your gaze not on the floor. Right, look down, left hand down, feet together, and roll up. All right, so we can continue to build on those foundational blocks of that posture. But for now, I think it's time for a cool down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And let's step back to plank. And knees down. Sit back, swing your legs around to the front. So let's slowly roll down onto the mat. And then hug the knees in. And let's drop the knees over to the left. Right arm out to the right. Maybe your head turns to the right. Option to extend the top leg and grab the outside of the foot. And release, bring your hips back to center. Let's extend the left leg towards the floor and extend your right toes to the ceiling and just pull that right leg in as you stretch your left toes out. Maybe you want to try grabbing the right foot. And then let's hug both knees in. Bring knees over to the right. Left arm out. Maybe turn the head to the left. Option to grab the outside of the left foot and extend it to feel a little more stretch in the outer hip. And slowly come back to center. Let's extend the right leg long and lift your left toes to the ceiling. Reaching through your toes and pulling the left leg in, keeping both legs contracted, quads contracted. Option to try to grab the left foot. And release. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees fall open. And interlace your fingers behind your head, letting the chest open. Let's bring knees together. Bring your knees in and round up forehead towards the knees as you reach your arms forward. Now see if you can keep your lower back on the floor as you extend the legs out to hover. And slowly come down. And then tuck your shoulder blades underneath you and get comfortable for your Savasana. Start to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. If you'd like, bring your arms over your head for a full body stretch. And then either turn onto your side and push up from there or roll on your spine back to seated.